I don't like lazy men around me. And I said, no offense, if I see you're non-progressive, I can hang with you, but I can only hang with you in short spurts.
What are some kind of ways that you would say you would use for like your therapy, or just to keep your mind off things or whatever? Like if you know someone that's gone through a kind of dark space, or like you have yourself, like what's some kind of things you'd put out there?
You know what, yeah? First thing, we was talking about that recently, about being tidy. And I was trying to break it down to my second cousin, so he's like 19. And I said to him, bro, he always comes in and he's like, how come your house is always looking like no one stepped in there? And I said to him, bro, like, I stay in routine. I get up like 10 minutes earlier than I need to, and if there's anything that's off balance, I'll just go over it. And I said, even when things are not untidy, like I got my routine. I get up in the morning, I wipe all the kitchen counters and I wipe the floor. And I'm like, if I stay in that routine, even though it takes only 10 minutes, it saves me piling up a week or two. Then I've got so much mess around me. And I said, the other thing is, when your surroundings is clear, your mind is always clear. You can always think clearly. You always know what you're gonna do next. The next thing
is the state of your mind.
Yeah.
It is. I really believe that. You can see what people are going through when you walk in.
It starts by making your bed. My grand always says that.
Yeah.
First thing, make sure your bed, make your bed, make your bed.
Second thing that I got in routine is, I picked it up from someone years ago. I got a whiteboard. So anything that comes to my head, I write it down and I say, right, I've got a deadline date to hit that target. So the moment I do it, I just go, then I wipe it. You know what I mean? So especially during this lockdown, I've had key things that I've just been like, right, you know what, I need to do the YouTube, don't procrastinate, get it done. I need to do the app, don't procrastinate, put your money, get it done. Build this. So ticking things bit by bit, because I was like I said before, I think I was too relaxed, I was too comfortable. I was like, you're making decent money, you don't need to stress, blah blah blah. Then you start to think, right, everything's going online, and if you don't jump in with the race online, in 5-10 years, everyone who didn't adapt is going to be like, oh shit, I missed the boat. Even though it's not going to be too late, but they're going to be 5-10 years behind everyone.
You know what it's like? It's like the driving test. Like the theory. A lot of people who or never done their theory or driving test, these things, even the theory is evolving. You know what I mean? There's more questions now, there's harder questions, things like that. So
hazard perception.
Yeah, you're gonna be thinking like, right, I gotta do what? And I remember, like, even when I was there, my tests, like my parents or uncles would be like, oh, now back in my day it was a quick this, that. And then even when I'm telling people who are doing it now, I'm like, oh, it was just this. And they're saying, nah, we gotta do this. So it's always gonna be evolving, always. So it's good to kind of keeping the rhythm.
Another thing, going back to keeping mental health, like I said, last year I did the cardio. I never used to do cardio. I hate running, but every time I was running, my mind started thinking. You don't realize that when you're out in the open and you've got clear space, you start absorbing everything. So I started thinking faster, like, you know what I mean, like things that I would have never thought about. I'd be like, oh shit, midway through running. So when I get home, I write it down. Before I would never write nothing, but I realized the importance of writing things, because now you could vision it. You know what I mean? If you have it in your mind all the time, it gets pushed back further in your mind, where you start thinking, oh, I'll do it eventually. Another thing I picked up as well during lockdown goes back to Amazon. Books. I started ordering books all the time. I used to hate reading, but I started reading all the time. I started ordering audiobooks as well. So sometimes when I'm in the house just chilling, I'm just on the couch, just leaning back, and I was listening to, my favorite book that I picked up was a 50 Cent book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. And I would say to my little cousin, I said, right, you need to read this book, because this book basically explains why I move the way I move. And I was saying to him, like, I don't like lazy men around me. And I said, no offense, if I see you're non-progressive, I can hang with you, but I can only hang with you in short spurts. And it's nothing personal. We could be friends, we could be family and all of that, because I feel like once you start hanging around with people who are not like-minded or not progressive, you start turning into them without meaning to. So if you hang around someone who's always moaning all the time, you become a moany person. If you hang around someone who's not driven, you become less driven. So I said to him, I can't be around people who don't function the same way I do. So like, my close circle of brethren that I roll with all the time, if one person's slacking, the way that we grill man them on WhatsApp here, I'm like, right, if people heard the shit we say to each other, they would say we're bullies. But it's not bullying, it's just like fair criticism, where it goes back to stuff like social media, where like there's a way I could tell Kojo something, I could tell you, man, like off camera. But if we talk to women the same way, we're gonna trend on Shade Bro, UK gossip. You get what I'm saying? But we know between the man them, we could talk to each other and give each other that sort of criticism, and it won't be seen as.
And you know what it is as well. It's about doing that. Like when you lot are, when it's just demanding. You don't ridicule people in public and that like that. I mean, if it's your G's, you know what I mean. You kind of have those kind of conversations when it's just you, because it's different. You know, if someone trying to tell you something, and it's just a one-on-one thing where it's around people that you know it's all love or whatever, you're gonna receive it different than if it's in front of everybody.
Yeah, because it's respect.
Yeah, it's a
like
respect
if it's your brother, you respect them.
Yeah.
Then you have a private conversation with them. Yeah?
And you come with a solution based a lot of the time. Innit? That's what kind of differentiates the hate from thing. Yeah.
Finding a solution.
Yeah.
And making sure that you can help my man hit targets bit by bit, and not just be grilling man and just, you know what I mean, making man look foolish in front of everyone. So also another thing is like having banter with a man then. There's certain jokes that you lot probably run between each other that you know that if you run it with certain other people, they will take it as blah blah blah, why did he say? But you know, in your unit there's a way you could
you can still get it off,
and it won't be taken personal, because there's certain jokes here that a man will run with me, and I've even tweeted it before. I said, "Rah, we could ha key. One thing, don't ever mention my mum. Second thing, I'm like, know your level of how you can run joke with me. Cause I said, rah, you might see me say something to my cousin or my brethren like Marvin and that, but that's how we could. But you might say the same thing and you might get slapped in the face. You know what I mean? Because I don't know you like that.
When a man are battering online, people might think, oh yeah, I can just come and nah, sir. Yeah.
You have to keep order. You know what I mean? So sometimes
don't try to do things. Keep how you are, innit?
you have to reset a man with a slap.
Do you man believe that gymming has helped with the discipline? And then
100%.
I think that was the first thing that helped me discipline, because I first had to start sacrificing like time, diet, things like that because of the work I was putting in, and then I started to realize there was a discipline that came with the fitness. And I started to realize, you know, I put in the work, I got certain results, got a certain respect, got this, and then when it started to slack, I didn't really like it. So I was like, you know what, this is something that I want, so I had to put the discipline in. There's certain things you can't do, certain things you know you have to do. You wake up early. If you want to get your gym session in, you might have to do it in the morning. You know what I mean? I have to do it early or whatever.
Crazy thing is, I tweeted something 2 days ago in regards to that, where I get people who always message me and they always moan about, I've got no time to work out, blah blah blah. And I said, right, you can make your life a lot simpler. You work 8 hours a day for someone else. You need to just make 45 minutes to an hour a day for yourself, 4 or 5 days a week. I said, right. To most people it's like, I can't find time, but I'm like, if you can make 45 minutes and just do like 3 days a week of weights, but you superset everything, and 2 days of hit, you might not be the strongest or get real powerful, but you're gonna get a banging shape and you're gonna be able to maintain it, and you're not killing yourself doing crazy amount of time in the gym. Perfect example, my last girl, she used to get up every morning 5:30, go to the gym for 6. By the time it's 6:40, she's done. Showers, jump on the train, work. And everyone used to be like, "Rah, how come she's in banging shape? She must train all day." I'm like, brother, my girl gets to the gym 6 o'clock, 6:40, she's done. That was her routine 5 days a week. So she was like, you know what? By the time I'm finished work at 5, all I'm doing is going home, eating, watching my Hollyoaks and all them programs that I hate. You know what I mean? The only reason I watch that is because of Richard, time to time. So that's the routine. 5 days a week keeps her body in shape, and it just carries on over years. So it shows the discipline a person's got, because they're not making excuses of why they can't do nothing. They know that, rah, I dedicate 40 minutes a day to myself, 8 hours to my job, then the time after my job is my free time, relaxation. But most people will tell you that they can't do this. Right now that we're recording this, it's what 9:40. I guarantee you, most people say they ain't got time in front of the TV watching something on BBC One or BBC Two or Channel 4. But it's down to what you put as your priority. You know what I mean?
What do you reckon, Coach? Like, what kind of keeps your mental health balanced?
For me, it was reading books. Yeah, reading books. I only read autobiographies because I think when you invest in other people's journeys, it makes you really take heed of what you've been through and understand that fucking hell, man. Would I want their problems or am I cool with what I've got? Because some people think what they're going through is the worst thing ever until you hear what someone else is going through. You're like, fucking hell, mate. If these both dropped on the floor, I'm picking my shit back up. This shit I'm trying to say, and it puts things into perspective. And I think you get two things out of that. You get to learn about someone else, and then you get to really analyze yourself through someone different story. Yeah, I mean, and read stories about people that you don't really know about. That's how my reading evolved. I started out reading about Kevin Hart and people that I knew as comfortability just to get me into reading and listening to audiobooks, and then now it's about reading about people that you don't know nothing about. They've just got a book about their life. Learn about other people, man. Because what are you learning by reading Tupac and Malcolm X and Martin Luther King? The same shit that they told you anyway. And that's what I learned that from Charlemagne's book. That's why he is how he is sometimes and knows so much different things outside of the culture, because he read about this Jewish guy, you know, and he read about this Jewish woman or this Asian lady, or do you know what I mean? It's about
and that's
reading.
That's mad though, because it's like we might not get the bringing into those communities, but there's knowledge.
Information is there.
There's knowledge
The
there.
information is there.
But we ain't gonna go pick up a Jewish, but we're gonna go pick up a Biggie Tupac or something like that.
And try and believe that they're gonna tell us who killed him.
Yeah.
In the book. They don't told you on Netflix, but they're gonna tell you in the book. You know what I mean? And that's us. It's like, you know, it's a over familiar thing and a lazy mindset to just get sideways information. Do you know what I mean? You've not moved them forward, you ain't moved back, but you ain't moved forward. And for me, that's where I'm at now, and just investing my money into life and people who have lived and their stories, and appreciating where I fit my story into because I've just finished my book. Do you know what I mean? Which is out next year. So that encouraged me to kind of say, look, someone wants to know how you coped with certain things, how you decided to do certain things, how you failed and how you lost. You know what I mean? And the trouble you got into, the wins you had, they wanna know all about that, because it inspires other people. And so many other people's books have inspired me. So reading really just kept my mental in check.
But do you know why I think reading is so important? Because, you know, in a world where there's obviously Clubhouse, and we've got so much saturated. It's so saturated with everyone's opinions and thoughts and whatever.
I that app off my phone.
Blood.
I can't. You know what it is? I can't deal with stuff that clogs up my mind. I can't deal with toxic stuff.
And blood, there's value for me. Not every single book is gonna be, you know, factual like that. But I would say, like, there's value in that person has put a value on what they're saying. Do you know what I'm saying? People. So it has the value. Some people just talking or whatever, but someone's actually put the time in, spent the money, got it published, all this kind of thing, to put it into a book. And I feel like it just holds a little bit more value than a caption on Instagram, or this or that. Do you get what I'm saying?
But you know, to add to that, it's like for me, I only listen to audiobooks. Like, and the reason why I only listen to audiobooks is if I'm on a go, if I'm cutting hair, got a little notepad on the side, listen to sign. That's a gem. Carry on doing what I'm doing. That's a gem. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the week, I might look back at all the gems and I think, you know what? I actually forgot about that first one I wrote. All right, cool. That's in the memory bank now. And just keep living life like that
as well. Regarding stuff like Clubhouse, the reason why I deleted it is because I realised I don't suffer FOMO no more.
You know
so
what?
I don't suffer fear of missing out. So you know, like, there might be a topic on Clubhouse and everyone's talking about it on Twitter. Like back before, I'll be like, let me see what. Now when people are talking, I'm like, I actually don't care. So it's like sometimes someone be like, log on to it. I'm like, I ain't got that app on my phone.
You know the
I'm out of the loop.
You know the maddest thing with Clubhouse? I'd say, like, let's say for instance, I wanted to learn how to do something. Like let's say for instance I wanted to write a book. Let's say I wanted to write a book, yeah. You can go onto Clubhouse and find a community that just talk about writing books. Now they might not be talking facts, but you're in a community where they might be able to point you in the right direction of alright, this is that's a community there. That's the kind of thing. Like I'm not on Clubhouse daily, but if I needed to do something, that would be one of the things. I'll go onto Clubhouse and I might be look at a community and I might see if there's any, you know, resources that they throw out there in these free chats. That's how I would use it.
There's one major thing though, everyone's forgetting about.
What?
Throughout the whole lockdown.
What?
Crypto. Crypto, and the reason why I'm saying that is because on the Clubhouse chats, there are some people that have become rich from being in the right chat at the right time and put their money in the right coin. You know what I mean? That's something that I've seen crypto change people's lives, like in real life.
In the past few weeks, a lot of people just gone dead silent on it, and I'm just like, I said to people, it's one of them things. If you jump on crypto, trying to use it as a get rich quick scheme, it's gonna humble you. You know what I mean? Because 4 years ago, when there was the boom in 2017, a lot of people put in money, jumped in, then crash came. A lot of people took out their money, but we should have held on. Because if we held on, that batch then would have been the people now in 2021 to take out their money. But now the cycle's come again. Everyone's quiet now. Everyone's taking out their money. The smart people,
Diamond hands in it.
the smart people who've got money that they can afford to lose, are just hold it, because they know in 4 years the cycle's gonna come again.
I think this is still new to us though. It's still new to us. This is still like a fishing out phase of trading and crypto and all these things. A lot of people are saying these words, have no idea what the fuck they're doing, but they just don't want to be left out of it. They just want to be involved. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like it is new still, but I feel like it's gonna grow. It's the way the world's moving forward, and I think more money's to be made. You know what I mean? But I don't think people to put too much pressure on themselves, because this is not our. We've never been invited to stocks or shares before.
People are buying houses with crypto.
Everyone's in a rush to get wealthy now. That's the thing, and everyone feels under pressure due to social media, things like Instagram and the lifestyle. Like even the other day was my boy's birthday, and I was laughing. I was like, how am I in the middle of the hood in a block? Because he couldn't get the venue he wanted on his birthday. Right, I'm in the middle of the hood on a block, and you lot have ordered Hakkasan to Stockwell, and I started laughing. I was like, right, you eat a Hakkasan on a weekday on a block? Have you ever eaten Hakkasan in the hood? Yeah. So I was laughing because I was like, right, you lot are still trying to do lifestyle, even though we're on a block. I'm like, I was just like, right, like, you know, I just.
Lift don't work. I was out here talking about Hakkasan, you get me?
You know what I mean? But it's one of the things that, because people are such in a rush to become rich, everyone is jumping on whatever someone says. That's why I was laughing when there's a guy called Trizzy, and he moved to America, and he must have said, oh, I'm the richest UK rapper, and I made more than 4K from.
I see it.
He said I made more than 4K from rapping, from sales for rapping, and I was busting up because he had a crypto group on, what's that other app similar to WhatsApp, man? Telegram. So I think he had a Telegram group in it, and he was making people pay like free bills and all of this to get on Telegram. And what's that other app that everyone used? Discord. So them two, you know what I mean? Those two apps. So these people was paying 3 bills, 5 bills. Everyone was just.
Man, use this platform for ACN.
So you know when you look like when you look like you got money, everyone wants in. So people are paying. You
go into a meeting with a Rolex, you can get a loan. Even if you borrow it, no. You can get a loan.
I got my business loan, bro.
But that's what they're doing. That's why Selfridges. That's why Selfridges are loaning people clothes. They're loaning you stuff. You can rent stuff. You can rent clothes. People don't understand, you know. They laugh at stuff like that because they think, why would you want to rent that? All right, cool. Let me rent my little Rolex watch and whatever. Let me go on my pat in my meeting and like come back and get what I got now. And that's what it is. Even like Kevin Samuels talks about when he hired an escort, right? He hired an escort because when she steps into that function that he's going in and she looks lit like that, people go, this shit. Right? Boom. You get me? Like, all of these things, bro. Believe in whatever you want to believe, but these things are there for a reason, innit? There's certain things moves you got to make sometimes to pattern yourself.
It depends how you use it. And that's the thing. That's the right way to use it. Some man will just get the escort just to bring back to his yard or back to the Airbnb.
But the thing is, that's a prostitute. See, the difference with escorts, prostitutes don't go to what's it called? Escorts. Some of them get hired just to do that. They know how to speak. They know how to conduct themselves. They know how to finesse the room for you. You get me? Prostitutes beat blood.
But bro, that's like
you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like what we were speaking about before with the fragrances. Like before you step somewhere, the fragrance will set your presence. So before you step somewhere, if you have certain things, it will just heighten your presence.
Obviously, man, spraying doo-doo blood. Having a shitty results.
You mentioned fragrance. There's a company that I like. They're based like in West End, and normally like once your bottle runs out, they tell you keep it. Then they open it and refill it for you. If you don't keep your bottle, you're gonna pay an extra £25 on top. So now they started doing washing detergent, but the washing detergent is £50. And one of my friends,
it's smelling mad.
the fragrance.
You just started up the thing now. I
don't care because you know what it is. No, you know what it is. No, you know what? You could beep that bit out. So anyway, the thing cost the washing detergent cost £50. But the other day I was like, jeez, if I wash that with my clothes, I was like, I'd have the fragrance oozing out my gums 24/7. You know what I mean? I'm like my bed sheets as well. A girl will be like, oh my god, that smells like you.
He's nice. He's got one fragrance.
But that's why you got to be the first to grab the fragrance.
You know what I do most times? I get my brothers to send me oud from Dubai, you know. So I make my mixes. So when they send me like a couple boxes, I'll mix the original fragrance and I'll make my own distinct fragrance. So that way, me and all my brothers don't smell the same. Yeah.
I don't want no one send me that hood from Dubai.
Some wood. Yeah, Kojo Anim live, and follow the Rap Party as well. That's our podcast. We're doing our first live UK tour that just got finally confirmed today. So we're going London, Manchester, and Birmingham. September. Look out for that. Relationship debate. Taking it around the country. So yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. So look out for that. Kojo Anim live.
Natty Ranks. I'm a personal trainer as well, so check out Ranks Regime online training. If you want to look, you know what I mean, a certain type of way, we can do that for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, check out the Rap Party on tour, you know, coming soon. So you know, get your tickets.
Nathan 5 Star, live and direct. I own a store called Smith's Hair Studio. Instagram Smith's H Studio, and High Wycombe Branch, the studio SHS. Look out for the Rap Party tour coming up soon. Manny, Brum, other places. We're gonna show you soon come. Peace.
This episode was funny. I hope you all liked it. The boys got the Rap Party tour coming. Stay tuned. You're gonna see me on their show soon. Boom.